Self-publishing. Now that you're in the right mindset for writing your book, let's talk about self-publishing. If self-publishing frightens you, it's only because it's something that you haven't done before. When I self-published my first book, I was a little bit nervous. Sure, I had watched some online courses that explained how to do it. However, it is a bit nerve-wracking when you actually do it yourself. The good news, though, is that this is something that isn't difficult. Indeed, the hardest part of self-publishing your book is figuring out how to transfer computer files. Thankfully, though, many of you are probably better at this than I am. The easiest way to self-publish is with KDP. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing, and it's a company which is owned by Amazon. So when you make money, Amazon makes money. I recommend publishing your book as both an ebook and a paperback. Another option to consider is creating an audiobook. It wasn't until I wrote my third book, though, that I decided to create a book in that format. To be honest, my favorite type of book is the paperback. Believe me, there's nothing more exciting than holding your first book in your hand. Indeed, I encourage you to visualize this experience while you are writing your book. Just think of how amazing it's going to be when you show your book to your family and friends. Since it's your book, you could even give away some copies for free. For example, I gave away a copy of each of my 3 books to my local library. Now all 3 of my books are available at my library. If you want to get your paperback on the shelf of your public library, then you will need to talk to the cataloger. The library cataloger is the person who will catalog your book. If you aren't able to speak directly with the cataloger, then have a library employee give your book to the cataloger. Also, be sure to mention to the library employee that you are a local author. The reason for saying this is because libraries love books that are written by local authors. Obviously, I can't guarantee that your local library will carry your book. However, I can't see any reason that they wouldn't. It is important, though, to realize that catalogers aren't robots. For example, when I tried to get my first book accepted by my local library, it took a long time. This wasn't because someone was plotting against me. Instead, it was because the cataloger was on vacation. As a self-publisher, you also need to learn about ISBN numbers. The ISBN numbers are the numbers that go on the back of your book. Amazon will tell you that you don't need these numbers. However, Amazon is wrong. Since you have taken the time and effort to write a book, then go ahead and buy an ISBN. In fact, I encourage you to buy a pack of 10 ISBNs. If you live in the United States, you will buy your ISBN numbers through a company called Bowker. When you have your pack of 10 ISBNs, then you will have enough to last you for a while. Be aware, though, that after you buy your ISBNs, Bowker will try to sell you other products and services. Personally, I already receive quite a bit of email, so I don't have time to respond to their emails. However, I suggest looking at Bowker emails with an open mind. Then you can decide for yourself if they have something that you're interested in buying. As an aspiring self-published author, you will also need a good book cover. Unless you're an experienced book cover designer, then I suggest hiring someone else for this. I found the lady who helps me with my book covers on the Fiverr website. Not only am I pleased with their work, but my readers are too. However talented, book cover designers aren't inexpensive. This is because good cover designers already have plenty of clients who are happy to pay them what they are worth. So as you're writing a book, make sure to set aside some money for a book cover designer. Something else to be aware of is that you will need to learn a little bit about computer files. For example, you will need a PDF file for the cover of your paperback book. Thankfully, your book cover designer will create this file for you. Then when you have this file, simply send it to KDP. After you've sent KDP all the information that they need, your paperback will probably go live in about 2 days. However, if you're also self-publishing an ebook, then your ebook will usually go live in several hours. Now, people will be able to buy your paperback and ebook on Amazon. One other thing I should mention is that you need to decide how much you will charge for your book. I suggest charging less for your ebook than you do for your paperback. Also, before you can self-publish your book through KDP, you will need to give them your direct deposit information. The reason that KDP needs this information is because they want to give you some money. So how does it feel to be a self-published author? Pretty darn good, right? If you aren't yet a self-published author, then visualize how amazing it's going to be.